السلام عليكم. هاحكي لكم قصتين بسرعة. أول واحدة من حوالي 5 سنوات أيام الكورونا، وكنا نايمين وقطتي الصغيرة صحتني من النوم، أيقظتني لأكتشف أن هناك دخان كثير في المنزل، وكنا كلنا نائمون. استيقظت هلع واكتشفت أن كان هناك حريق في المنزل بسبب ماس كهربائي، ولولا أن استيقظت بسبب قطتي الصغيرة كان وضعنا لا تحمد عقباه. وبعدها بسنتين كان عندي مخزن، وضعت فيه كل آم، الأجهزة التي اشتريتها على مدار السنوات الماضية، فيها كل الشرائط التي عملت عليها لمدة 30 عاما، كتب، ورقيات، صور، كل ما أمتلك من تاريخ فني وإنساني وثقافي كان في هذا المخزن. وللأسف تسبب حريق بماس كهربائي في آم، مصيبة كبيرة بالنسبة لي، لأن كل شيء انحرق، المخزن بما فيه والمخازن المجاورة احترقت، والسبب ماس كهربائي. بالطبع في البيت وفي المخزن هناك آلات لإطفاء الحرائق إلى آخره، الأشياء التي يجب أن تكون موجودة للأمن والسلامة. ولكن عندما تقع الحادثة لا يستطيع أحد أن يتوقع مدى الأذى وسرعته، وإذا بشخص التقيت به وسعدت جدا بلقائه لأنه مخترع. أتدرون ماذا اخترع؟ اخترع آلة توضع في كل مكان وتتمكن من أن يكون أي مكان توضع فيه صفر خطر من الإصابة بماس كهربائي يتسبب في حريق، صفر. فبالطبع وبسبب تجربتي الشخصية يعني أولا تم تركيب هذه الأجهزة ولله الحمد والمنة في كل مكان يتعلق بي، وصممت أن أتحدث معه ومعكم الآن لتعرفوا ما هو هذا الاختراع الذي أخذ عليه براءة اختراع سنة 2024 كأفضل اختراع للسلامة والاستدامة. هذا أعرفكم على صديقي الجديد سونجب. Welcome. It's a long intro, but I was telling my friends and viewers what happened to me at home and at the warehouse I was telling you about, and the two fires that almost caused lives and totally ruined everything I owned in media. And there you come on your white horse with this new patent. Tell us about it.
See, in our company, we always are looking at whys and not hows. So when all the things are designed, it is having the best methods of doing on how to do. You have the best consultants in this region. You have the best products in this region. You have the best contractors in this region. But in a published data of the government, a few of the emirates and in this region, 55 to 60% of fires, known fires, have an electrical origin. The question is why? So when we look out things, then why the fire is having an electrical origin? We have to understand electricity as such. We have to understand the nature's aging process. You have to understand that when a child and mother relation, the mother can never feed a child, but child sucks milk from the mother. So when we have this understanding, and then we come to know that electrical fault happened, and we put some rods in the ground, we always put excellent rod. But those rods are non-consequential. It is the ground which has to suck the energy from the rod. So you can put a gold rod. It is not going to be of use if the ground does not suck the energy. So the first understanding was we came and we developed something which had the capacity to suck 20 times more energy from the existing methods used by humans. So once this happened, the time all the energy which comes from an electrical short circuit, all the energy which comes from lightning gets absorbed very quickly by this kind of technology. So the time which is there is very small. In that time, the energy is dissipated. It doesn't spark and it doesn't catch fire. So we have to be very cautious about the environment of this region. The environment of this region is arid. It is summer. There is no water. If the water dries, then the suction capacity of the energy of the soil reduces drastically. So we have to invent something which is water independent. That means if it rains, it doesn't rain. You're putting it in ice, you're putting it in desert, you're putting it in the stone, nothing will behave the same. We created a compound which can grow inside every pore which is existing in the rock. It can grow within the space between two sand particles. It can grow within the pores of the ice holes and suck that energy and dissipate it. That is why there is no concentration and there is no fire.
Wow. So really, we have reached zero fire because of increasing.
Yes. Now, when we look at zero fire from electricity, we have to go miles beyond this. So I have told that, but the fault still exists. Exactly. It exists. It is a disease which is existing, but it is not showing any effect. So our next technology was to understand the disease. So we invented the first sensor and we received a US patent on remotely we can see if there are thousands of villas. On a command center, we can see that villa number 142 is having a spark now. And the owner of the villa also can see in his mobile. If that owner is today in Colorado, sitting in Colorado, he will see that in Abu Dhabi, my villa number 142 is now sparking. So when we look at this spark, we don't see that when it is sparked. We are seeing when the spark is born. That means for the spark to develop into a fire, there is still time to fix
and
it
address.
and address it. So if you do not address, then your system can be linked to the disaster management cell. And the disaster management cell in the command center can actually call you that where are you? If you're in station, you can fix it. If you say that I am in Colorado, then the disaster management cell will go to your house and fix it. So house will never catch fire.
Very nice. But this goes across the board. I mean, I would feel much more comfortable if my kids at school have something like this because they have, um, it has been many attempts with fire and kids being moved out of their school and the fire alarms and the drills that they do all the time. And you're always worried, always, apprehensive. And of course, alhamdulillah, our part of the world, the safety measures are taken with the right routes when if something happens, God forbid, and they do the drills so they know what to do. But in other places, it's not happening, and they get stuck within the classrooms or they get stuck within their schools or their homes or universities or even malls, and they cannot do anything about it. So it's alarming. Whoever is in charge in all those different entities, that there is a spark about to cause something bad. It needs to be fixed now. That's what it's about.
Yeah. There is a spark, but where is that spark? Is it inside the wall, within the wire, or it is at the socket? Because from the wire where the spark is taking place, the fumes are not coming. The fumes are coming out of the nearest hole. So the fire person or the person is actually throwing the thing at the socket where there is no fire.
Where there is no fire.
The fire is inside the house, somewhere else.
Yes.
So
And we can only detect it.
Yeah, detect
Through-
through a scanning mechanism.
Okay.
So when we say that we will give you a zero electrical fire, so before even we look at these sensors and we look at the correction, we scan the system. We scan the house. So we scan for its thermal imaging. We scan its electromagnetics. We scan where the spark is happening. We fix it first. And then we hand over a healthy body fixed with the sensor and the cure so that it will never happen again.
So first of all, you go to a house, to a hospital, to a clinic, school, and then you assess the wiring system, all the electricity, etc. And then you put the machine.
Yes.
Then we can have
Yes.
the safety.
Yes. So there's a scanning mechanism. It takes 1 or 2 days to do the entire scanning.
Because sometimes, sometimes you get a bad electricity job and you don't know they're in the wall. How would you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And you get people who come and test and people who come with their little machines or whatever, but you still have a problem. Because I've always had fear of this. I've always got experts to come over and check, but in the two incidents, those experts did not do me any good. They said we fixed, we checked, it's fine, it's this, it's that, but it did not stop the two fires at all.
This is precisely the question. We have the best equipment in UAE. We have ELCBs. We have best protection mechanism. And why is electrical fire above 50% of the known cause? That means there is something which is unknown. So we at Manav have taken this journey to venture into the unknown. And when we say we receive patent, that means a patent is given to a novel idea. And a novel idea is a new thought which never existed in this world. So at Manav, we are working with dimensions which are beyond human thinking at the moment. At Manav, we have many patents. These are few of the patents which is in electrical safety regard. But there are other subjects where we have more patents.
Yes, I heard. What about the solar system?
Existing solar is a plate. It's just a plate. That means when light comes, it has just one chance to either reflect or absorb or get through. In this plate system where light has just one chance, can it be efficient? That's the question.
Mhm.
So the published efficiency of the commercial solar panel in the world, highest, published this October, is 24.2%.
Only? Oh,
So if the published efficiency is 24.2%, and it is written that this efficiency is only when the temperature is 25 degree. Do you have 25 degree in Middle East?
very seldom.
Correct. It is also written that per degree, the deterioration is 0.3%. That means 0.3, if you are at 48, 20 degrees higher, multiplied by 0.3, that means 6% lower. That means your actual solar panels are working only at 17 and 88% efficiency.
Wow.
So the question was, can I make the light have a second chance? Can I make the light rotate? Can I create optical cyclone? At Manav, we created it.
On the efficiency level?
We are not published it yet, but we are 60% higher than the highest efficiency panel existing in the world.
Just sitting with someone who I know and I trust is working to the good of humanity makes me very happy. And I know that you have an amazing team all across the board and making things to make our lives safer, more blessed, and everything around us more efficient is a dream come true. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, I salute you for the patent of the zero electricity fires. I know that I'm one of the people, alhamdulillah, will benefit from this all across. And I would recommend it highly to everyone who has fear in his heart of what can happen to his children, to his elderly, to patients in hospitals, to people in high rise buildings. We've seen what fires can do. And if something this out of the box idea can sort this out, then be it. And many more to come.
May I tell you a story?
Please.
Very small. A very large mine owner in the world. But the mine worker have been struck by lightning and he is jarred. And he got the responsibility to predict lightning, to say when lightning will come and where it will fall. That means up to now people were thinking of lightning protection system, but we entered the domain of lightning management system. So if your child is playing in a park and you get a message in your mobile that that park is going to be hit by lightning in next 10 minutes, what will you do?
Get them out.
This is precisely we can do. We can tell you that this region is going to be hit by lightning in so much time. And today, those mines are protected by us. Those power stations are protected by us. The refineries are protected by us. So we are in this domain also, not only in electrical, but it's life.
Tell me more about your patents. I didn't know about this. What else? What else? Get them out of your sleep. Tell them.
You're working with hydrogen. The ideal goal of the world is to achieve uh, hydrogen $1, 1 kg in 1 decade. So this is called the triple one goal of hydrogen. Manav is very, very close to solving this problem. So once the hydrogen is available at $1 per kg, then
it change the world.
The world which has access to fuel is a non-issue. But imagine the world which is in remote places of Africa. And at least before we all go away from this world, four things we want to give. One is we want to give reliability. We want to transcend human surviving. Today, human is surviving, they're not living. So we want to transcend them from surviving to living. We want to give them free power. We want to give them free fuel. And also free drinking water. So these are small goals of our life. I think before we leave this world, inshallah.
Sham, these by no means are small goals. They are extremely high in our level of humanity. And I wish you well. I wish it happens. You heard it here first. And when it's done, I want you to call me and say, Nashwa, it's done. Come celebrate with us. From
Sure.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you so much for coming.